Hey everyone, and welcome to today's deep dive into one of the most profound and transformative tools we all have access to, the breath. I want to start by telling you up front, this journey isn't just about learning how to breathe better. My true intention is to inspire something much deeper. By the end of this video, I want you to understand breath as a portal, a bridge that allows you to access every dimension of yourself and existence. Think about it. Breath is not just oxygen. Breath is life force, an interface with reality itself. We're going beyond breath as just a relaxation tool today. Instead, we're looking at breath as a way to communicate with the deepest creative abilities, a bridge to tap into the quantum information field that is all around us. Let us explore breath as a multi-sensory, multidimensional force. A force that empowers us to connect to fields of energy, information, and imagination. So if you're ready, let's embark on this journey. Let's take a breath and dive in. Now, to truly grasp the transformative nature of breath, we must start by understanding it as more than a simple biological process. Breath is an interface, a universal connector. Now, every time you breathe, you're not just taking in air. You're breathing into yourself as a primal form of energy that nourishes every single part of your being. Breath is a bridge between the physical, the mental, the emotional, and the spiritual. It is an omnidimensional tool that unites the dense, physical reality of your cells with the subtle, invisible fields of information that shape your consciousness. It's the connecting thread between your heartbeat, your thoughts, your emotions, and your sense of purpose. Breath connects the whole. Scientists and theorists like Ervin Laszlo have shown us that complex systems, especially the systems of life, function best when they are connected through a coherent medium. Breath is that coherent medium. The force that harmonizes, synchronizes, and brings unity to all the layers of our being. It's the thread that weaves everything together. Now imagine for a moment that each breath you take is a wave that ripples out, connecting and impacting every cell in your body, every neuron in your brain, and every particle of energy around you. Breath is alive. It's a living resonance that moves through you, carrying not only air, but intention, sensation, and imagination. When we consciously breathe, we are imprinting each breath with information. Masaru Emoto's research showed us that water could be imprinted with intention and words, transforming its molecular structure into patterns of beauty or chaos. Now, if water can hold intention, imagine what happens with air, a subtler, more dynamic element. Air, when paired with conscious awareness, becomes a carrier wave for intention, sensation, and energy. I want you to think of breath as a high-resolution, high-fidelity carrier. Each breath you take can hold frequencies, imprinted not just with sensory input, but with the entire depth of your creative mind. Imagine breathing in a specific color, a sound, an intention. Now layer that with the energy of an emotion, love, joy, peace. You're essentially creating a unique resonance signature that ripples through your entire being, aligning every cell, every thought, every part of you. Now let's take this even deeper. Conscious breath is not just about filling our lungs. It's about tuning into specific layers of reality. Think of each breath as an interface that allows you to dial into different channels of energy and information, like tuning a radio to specific frequencies. Nassim Haramein, the physicist who developed theories around the unified field, suggests that each proton contains a singularity, an infinite point of potential, a microcosmic black hole. When you breathe consciously with deep awareness, you are activating these micro singularities in your body. creating an interconnected network of resonance. Now imagine each breath as a pulse of coherence, connecting these points of potential energy within you to the wider quantum field around you. This is where breath transforms from being merely a physical act into a quantum tuning mechanism, allowing us to sync our energy systems with the higher order information fields that are not limited by time or space. Breath becomes the key that aligns our physical body with the non-physical dimensions, a bridge to something far greater. The power of breath goes beyond energy and into imagination, the very core of what it means to be a conscious creator. Imagination is the gateway through which we interact with the infinite, unmanifest potential of the universe. Everything that has ever been created, every innovation, every piece of art began as a thought, as a vision within the mind's eye. Now, by combining breath with imagination, you create a dynamic tool that is not just life-sustaining, it becomes reality-shaping. When we breathe in with intention, we are not merely taking in air. We are drawing in the energy of the universe, infused with our own creative visions. This breath becomes a carrier wave for our imagination, a force that imprints our creative energy onto every cell, every layer of our consciousness, and out into the world. Visualize a scene, imagine a color, create a world, and now breathe that into being. Each breath carries your vision deeper into yourself, embedding it into your cells, your DNA, your biofield. By working with the breath in this way, we are no longer passive recipients of life. We become active, empowered co-creators, using breath as the brush that paints our reality. Let's explore breath as it relates to the hierarchy of elements: earth, water, fire, and air, and ether. Each element is progressively subtler, more refined, and more capable of carrying high-frequency energy. Water, as Masaru Emoto showed, is highly receptive to imprinting. Air, which is even less dense and more fluid, has an even greater capacity for transformation. Breath being associated with air is therefore a powerful carrier wave for frequencies. But there's something even more profound. It is the key to accessing ether, the element of all potentiality. Ether is the space from which all forms emerge, the quantum void, the field of infinite possibilities. So by mastering breath, we begin to touch upon this element, using our breathwork practice to engage with the field of pure, unmanifest energy. Breath is the medium that takes us from the dense to the subtle, from the visible to the invisible, from air to ether. And as we move our awareness through the breath, we are learning to resonate with the most foundational creative force, the ether itself, the energy matrix that underlies all of existence. Now, breath is also the key to accessing what many spiritual traditions call the Akashic Records, a non-local field of memory and information that contains every action, thought, and potential of the universe. So imagine aligning your breath with focused intention, tuning it to a specific frequency that allows you to access these universal archives. Quantum field theory suggests that information isn't stored in one single place. It's distributed across fields of energy. And breath, with the right intention, becomes the password, the access key that allows us to tap into these distributed fields. Think of it as a way to download information directly from the quantum web, bringing insights and understanding that transcend our personal experience. Each breath we take when paired with intention can help us access a broader range of wisdom, guidance, and intuition. essentially downloading what we need from the greater field. And this is how breath serves as a direct portal to non-local information, expanding our understanding and allowing us to access deeper truths. So where does all this lead us? As we cultivate the breath, develop our imagination, and begin to resonate with subtler and subtler layers of reality, we eventually transition to working with the ether itself. Now, breath is the training ground, the preparatory tool that helps us develop coherence, resonance, and clarity. When we reach the level of engaging with ether, we are working directly with the foundational energy of creation. The etheric field is where thought, intention, and energy exist without form, yet hold the potential for all forms. This is the level of mastery where we become not just creators of our personal experience, but conscious co-creators within the greater cosmic dance. And it all starts with the breath, with the simple, profound act of drawing in life force, infusing it with imagination, and breathing out the seeds of new reality. So as we close, I want to invite you to engage with your breath in a completely new way. With every breath, you have the opportunity to create, to communicate with the most profound parts of yourself, and to influence the reality around you. This is your creative birthright. Take one conscious breath right now. Close your eyes. Imagine something beautiful, something powerful that you wish to bring into your life. Breathe it in deeply. Let it fill every part of you, and then exhale it out into the world. This is just the beginning. With each breath, you are crafting your existence, aligning yourself with the infinite, and stepping into your role as a co-creator of reality. Thank you for joining me today. Let's continue to breathe life into our visions together.